We've got some more breaking news coming in here on India Today. The Lashkar-e-Taiba, the most deadly terror organization operating in the country, has appointed Junaid Matto as its new commander in South Kashmir, in Jammu and Kashmir. Well, this after local LET commander Majid Zargar was killed in an encounter with security forces last week in Kulgam with two other foreign terrorists. Junaid Matto has joined the terrorist ranks. He did so in 2014 with dozens of young youth in Kashmir. Junaid Ahmed Matto, a resident of Khudwani in Kulgam district, left his college studies and joined the Lashkar-e-Taiba. And we've got the first pictures of him. He will be, make no mistake, a hunted man now that he's picked up the gun against the Indian state. Let's go straight across to India Today's Shuja ul Haq joining us live. Shuja, tell us more about this young man who's now joined the ranks of the Lashkar-e-Taiba and is really taking charge of the southern operations in the valley.
Well, Shiv, this particular person has been active with the LET for last couple of years. In fact, we're given to understand that it was after 2014 that he joined. We are also given to understand by security agencies that he was responsible or was part of some of the attacks which he carried out on highways on security forces last year. So, they're pretty much being one of the wanted persons when it comes to the militancy-related activities. But Shiv, the larger point here, the larger issue here is about dealing with these local militants. Remember, how Mehbooba Mufti even yesterday reminded that there were local militants who had joined militant ranks, and that was something which was a huge cause of concern. Their first priority was to try and bring them back to mainstream rather than getting killed in encounters. But that is something which is going to be a huge challenge. Like you were pointing out, there was another, similar militant who was just recently killed in an encounter, again from South Kashmir, and working under their top commander Abu Dujana. So it seems like that of late there has been a spurt of number of people, particularly local youth, joining militant ranks, and that is something which is going to be a huge cause of concern for the security agencies.
It's going to be a huge cause of concern. Let's go also bring in a word in from Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant. Gaurav, the ranks and the structure of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, obviously perfectly placed to bring in new commanders as and when old commanders are eliminated in anti-terror operations by Indian security forces. What are you hearing from your sources about Junaid Ahmed Matto, the new chief of the southern division of the Lashkar-e-Taiba?
So he's been a terrorist since 2014 is what sources in the government are telling India Today. He's now taken over southern operations, but overall Abu Dujana remains the terrorist, the Lashkar-e-Taiba commander in Jammu and Kashmir, and especially the Kashmir Valley. So these local boys are giving support to Abu Dujana, and that is how he just managed to escape by the skin of his teeth in the previous operation. He may not be lucky that time, because what sources are telling India Today is that there is increased intelligence input that security forces are getting post Burhan Wani's killing. Also, the fact that these terrorists are running out of money post demonetization also means two things. One, there is no salary to pay to terrorists, and that is why they're looting banks like they did earlier today, like they'd done once earlier. There have been 3 instances of bank loot. So if the government can get its act together, if the government can protect banks from being looted, the security forces are confident that terrorists will have no money, and a large number of boys. It's the lure of the money and the gun. Government is very clear. There is no ideology at play here. It's gun, it's money, it's power. If the government can take that away and then bring these boys overboard, as Mehbooba Mufti also made that point yesterday, that local boys get them overboard, Pakistani terrorists eliminate them, is what security forces are telling India Today. So unless these boys come overboard, Shiv, they will be neutralized. The Pakistani terrorists will be killed sooner than later.
Thanks Gaurav and Shuja for getting us the very latest on that. Those pictures only here on India Today.